Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is episode 7. It is already Thursday, y'all. This week has gotten away from me. It's just been a busy week. We got off of spring break, so I had to get up and go back to work on Tuesday, and it was rough. I'd gotten up early every day of spring break, but for whatever reason, getting up to go to work just wasn't as motivating. So, anywho, so this week I got feedback from Coach almost immediately when I sent my email to him. And the first line said, "No refeed meal tonight." And I about cried until I continued reading. I am back on flexible dieting, so I'm very excited about that. I can have a little more flexibility in the foods that I choose to eat. We are doing 4 days of training now, so I will do a leg day, a push day, a leg day, and a pull day, and so I'll make that fit in my schedule. This week I worked out on Monday, had to take a rest day Tuesday because of a board meeting, and then worked out Wednesday, and then today is Thursday, so one more day. I have cardio 7 days a week, but now it's completely HIIT cardio, and I'm swapping it up. So I'll share a video of me trying to do battle ropes. It was quite humorous. I am doing 6 days of low carb day, and so my macros for my low carb day, I've got it in my macros plus out, but I'm thinking it was 175 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of fat. And then on Saturday I get a high carb day, and so my protein drops to 155, I believe. My carbs go up to 250, and my fat is 50, I think. I don't know. So that's enjoyable, so I have something to look forward to. And my check-in day is now on Saturday. So those are the changes that we've had in my programming thus far. So we'll see how it goes. I weighed in when I checked in with Coach Friday morning when I sent my stuff in. I was right at 130 pounds, and then so of course adding in starchy carbs and those other kind of things into my flexible dieting, I have been increasing in weight slowly each day. So it was like 130.2, then 130.6, then 130.8, and I was like, okay, this is not working. Just kidding. Today I got up and I hit 128.4, so I had a whoosh. I was very excited about that. So that's kind of where we are for the moment. I am going to share with you some videos of the foods that I'm cooking this week. They'll get a little bit better, but I was had to retrain my mind to get back into the flexible dieting mindset instead of just pulling a fat, a protein, and a carb for a meal. So I am enjoying it. I'm thoroughly enjoying the different foods. I had popcorn, y'all. I'm so excited about some popcorn. So that's pretty much where we are so far this week. My kid has prom Saturday, so I may share some of that with you guys as well. Just a little bit of it. Now that I'm back on flexible dieting, I can incorporate some more things into my diet. And so Pasta Zero is one of my go-tos. Very great macros. Let's see if you can see that. This shows you that there's about 2 servings in this whole bag. So for the total bag, you're looking at about 8 carbs, 6 fiber, and 2 protein. I just take and you want to take it and rinse it really well under hot running water. Then I put it in the pan. I'm going to get it heated, and then I'm going to add to it some zucchini noodles that I have done, and then I will show you the end product. So the zero pasta takes on the flavor of whatever you're cooking with it. So I'm throwing some frozen shrimp in here, and some of my favorite seasoning that I like to use is Flavor God, mainly because it's lower in sodium than most anything else. So I put some everything and some taco seasoning, Taco Tuesday, in there with that one. So this is the end result. It's like a, I don't know, buffalo Alfredo shrimp zoodle. Not real sure, but it's got the Pasta Zero, my zoodles, of course shrimp, and then for my Alfredo sauce, I did non-fat Greek yogurt with a Laughing Cow wedge. There was 1/4 a cup of this, and since I had the fats, normally I use Frank's hot wing sauce because there's no fat in that. But since I had the fats, I needed to get some more stuff in. I actually used my Hooters wing sauce. So I mixed all that together and poured it on top, and I'm about to have meal 5. And if you're tracking, it's got roughly, I use 225 grams of frozen shrimp, so it's roughly 32 grams of protein, about 15 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat, and 10 grams of fiber. That is one thing about the Pasta Zero noodles, is that they are loaded with fiber. Senior prom date for my baby. Here's his date. Oh wait, not this one. this one. Isn't she beautiful? So I shared something in a fitness group that I'm in on Facebook the other day that I thought I would touch on and share with you guys as well. Something that a lot of people don't talk about is the aftermath of competition. So back in 2015, I did 3 shows. 2 were in June and 1 was in November. And my weight at each show was, I don't know, like 125, 119, and 122. And so I was very small. I am about 5'5". So I had lost a lot of weight. I normally stay around 130 is what I was before I started competition prep. And after it was over with in November, I had been dieting for practically a year. I had started comp prep about mid-January in 2015. So here it was November, and I had pretty much been dieting. I took a little maintenance break there in the middle after my June competitions, but for the most part I had restricted myself. Even though I was on flexible dieting, my intake, my macros and my calories were so low, I still had things that I had to avoid, to not eat, because I chose comp prep life, then I chose to avoid those as well. So, of course, right after that was Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then Valentine's Day, and then Easter, and I pretty much lost it. In my mind, I was like, oh, I'm bulking, I'm growing, I'm getting ready. So, oh, and I've deprived myself for so long, it's okay, I'll get back on track. Well, what ended up happening is by March, I had hit 164 pounds, and it wasn't muscle at all. I finally decided, you know what you need to do to fix this. So I started tracking again. I didn't drastically cut my calories at all. I think I probably started out at about 2,000 calories just to see, and quit eating junk for the most part. Trying to lose some of the water weight, and initially dropped about 8 pounds. And at that point I thought, I had avoided the camera, really avoided the camera. And so I went ahead and took some progress pictures, which I'll share with you in just a minute. And it was heartbreaking because I knew what my body could do and how lean I could be. And there is a happy medium that I did not find. I so shot past that happy medium. But I think in the picture I was probably sitting at about 158 pounds. And then, so in the pictures you're about to see, it shows that 158 pounds compared to check-in pictures that I'll show at the end as well. And I shared those for a couple of reasons. One, you are not too far gone. A lot of times you are your own obstacle. You stand in your way of accomplishing the goal that you have. And I understand we don't all have the same goal. Not everybody wants to walk across stage and compete in a bodybuilding competition. But even if it's just to participate in a 5K or play outside in the yard with your kids, whatever your goal is, most of the time you're your biggest obstacle in achieving that goal. So that's why I share these pictures, to show you it can be done. I carry my weight. When I do gain weight, it's in my legs. And it's hereditary, it's genetic, whatever you want to call it. But have a plan. If you are planning on competing, make sure, even if you're doing it by yourself, if you have a coach, whatever, but make sure you have a come out of competition plan. You just need to have that in place and stick to it. Be just as diligent coming out of competition as you are going into competition, so that you're not going through the emotional roller coaster of not liking your body, and that weight gain. So that's just kind of a tip for me. If you're planning on doing some type of competition or some type of goal that you have, or you're dieting, have a plan for coming out of it. Don't just completely jump or fall off your wagon in your process. Here are my check-in pics for Coach, adding back in some more food.